Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and today is a great day. Wow, what a price action that we've seen in the last couple of hours, and at the time of making this, obviously, we'll cover off, and by the time it goes live, let's see where we're at, but super cool. I mean, FX Street, we're talking about XRP price ambitions, obstructed as Ripple reveals a 30% rage in imposing resistance. Well, that's all gone well out the window. Like, you can get this piece of paper, you can chuck it in the bin, because what has happened over the last 3 hours has been phenomenal. Amazon came out, had some major news, some major impacts when it comes to how Amazon will be looking at Bitcoin in the future, and that has catapulted the entire industry this morning, and the prices have skyrocketed. So at the time of making this, we're sitting with a $38,000 Bitcoin, 11.16% up for the last 24 hours, 20% up over the last 7 days. So if you were somebody that came in 27 days ago, wow, congratulations to you. Now we've got Bitcoin above 38,000. We've got Ethereum at 2.3. We've got an XRP of 65 cents. I mean, this was only 12 hours ago. Not even 12 hours ago, we were talking about, we're sitting out here. This is what the indicators are saying. And we'll go over that today and we'll talk about that, right? But 8.30% up for the day in the 65 range. 11.76% up over the last 7 days. We've got Dogecoin 22% up for the last seven days. Ethereum 22% up for the last 7 days. It's been a good day. We need good days, right? When prices goes down, nobody likes that. I know it, you know it. It doesn't matter how much of a positive person you are. Nobody likes to see red, and nobody likes to see price plummeted like we have seen since April. And days like today are important, and of course, days like today are instrumental towards building momentum to kickstarting the bull run again. I mean, we've got a market cap of 1.52%, $1.52 trillion, 8.48% up across the entire industry. It's a good day. But as much as it's a good day, we must not put our heads in the cloud and think, okay, bull run, $60,000 Bitcoin in 2 days' time and all that. We must be sharp and understand the play of what is going on, because we still are in an environment where there is still a case. There is still an SEC versus Ripple case going on. So what can we see? If history does repeat itself, then this particular type of price action would be the type of price action that we see come up over the coming weeks, which would see us at $4.35 about, in what would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in about 12 to 13 weeks time, right? I mean, if history were to repeat itself, but history does not repeat itself, right? And this is the problem that the bear market mentality people had. Therefore, it's 2017 all over again. This is what's going to happen. We're going into a bear market. We'll be there for a couple of years, because life taught them that in 2017, 2018, that's what happened. You must appreciate the past. You must appreciate data. You must always have a conservative, long-term approach mindset, but you cannot live in the past. And that's what happened to the people that were 100% set on seeing $20,000 Bitcoin, $22,000 Bitcoin. That's why we never mentioned it on the channel of it even being remotely a chance of happening, because this isn't 2017, 2018. And that's where they get caught out, right? You cannot think like that. So we're doing good, but we have so much more to come, right? I love this. Like, I hold the new digital gold, and we look over here and what this particular graph is showing, and how that price looks, and what kind of momentum that will look like. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a $20 XRP chart, if that were to come true. Now, this is a resemblance of 2017, 2018. And we look at this, right? We must appreciate the past and look at what happened in the past, and look at what would happen if the past were to repeat itself. Now, I've said that we're going to 14, and then we're going to have a major, major drop off. It's going to happen, right? We'll hit a peak, and then from that peak we will drop down. Now, we're not going to drop all the way down to $3 like it shows here, because this again shows the graph of what happened last time. This isn't last time, and we're not doing that. This is a new year, The new momentum and new things coming around. I think we will go to 14 and then we'll circulate hover between 10 and 8 for a while, and then we will kick off again, because it doesn't end there. It's not going to end there. So there's going to be so much more to come. Now, from A&B Crypto, XRP Lawsuit with the SEC taking on its own commissioner statement backfire. So here, they're just speaking about, the feud between the United States SEC and Ripple Labs continues. There's no sign of stalling, and there's a lot of things going on in the background, a lot of things happening. So we will keep a very close eye. I think August, there's quite a few major dates that are very, very important. Obviously, we will keep a close eye in the coming days when the deposition happens, what sort of momentum, how much momentum does a swing to Ripple. I mean, Ripple has been, to be honest, wiping the floor clean at the moment with the SEC. But it's not over yet, right? And it's not over till the fat lady sings, as they say. And so we do need to wait, and we need to be patient on that up front. Now, are we going to see XRP be released on Coinbase by July 28th? Again, this made so much noise out there in the market. And I mentioned right from the start, when it makes this much noise, it generally will not be happening. And so my mindset at the moment, when I saw this news, right now, a couple of days away from it, I don't think so. I don't think this is happening at all on the 28th. And don't go making your decisions based on assumptions. Only what you see and what you can feel and what you can touch. That's why you won't see a $589 XRP video on this channel. Right? The amount of things that have to go right for that to even occur are astronomical. I talk about what's happening now, what I see now, and what are the opportunities now, or maybe perhaps what I've seen that could be coming out in maybe a month or so. But to talk about $5.89 when we haven't even gone past the $14 yet is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous statement, right? And don't go making decisions based on, I'm going to hold it until it gets to $5.89. May never happen. May never even get to 100, right? So let's focus on getting to 14. When we get to 14, we'll talk about the future and what that happens. And I'll be keeping you up to date, as we go along. Let's have a look inside some indicators. What are they telling us? Okay, so today is one of those days where looking at the indicators is kind of pointless. Reason being is there's been such a huge momentum, right? All the figures are wrong. All the charts are out, right? We're outside of the Bollinger Band on the 12-hour. We're in the oversold, almost in the overbought on the RSI. On the daily chart, we're about to hit the Bollinger Band. It's a very volatile day. I mean, if you had a buy order, congratulations. If you had a sell order, ouch. But what can you tell from the indicators today? We got to wait until we cool off a little bit, because if we look at the hourly Bollinger Band, we are way out. We're in the stratosphere. We're not on planet Earth anymore. So it's a day where chasing green candles can really hurt you. And I say that with the utmost conservative approach, because chasing green candles will get you wrecked. So we've got to keep an eye out on this momentum. Can this momentum continue? Yes, there is a chance that it continue, but going up 8.80% in a day, there will be at some stage a cool-off period where it will come down for a little bit. It cannot continue in this manner, especially 70 cents, which is a huge support level, and 68 cents, which are huge support levels for XRP. So I'm mentioning this not to be a pessimistic, but I know that when people chase green candles, they get wrecked. And that has happened over and over and over again. So be mindful, and just know that trade with caution, right? Look at the RSI. It is overbought by a country mile. 4-hour, astronomical. When we look at the 12-hour, outside of the Bollinger Band. And when we look at the daily, almost there. So my feeling is that we will get to like 67, 68, and then we'll see a nice sharp decline. But only time will tell, because today is a different day. It's a different way. It's a different momentum. So you got to be careful. Don't chase green candles. You do get wrecked. And you've had plenty of time. When we were at 52, you've had plenty of time to make up your mind. And so to look at this now and chase green candles is the wrong approach. Let's have a look at some of the charts and what they tell us for the future. Okay, so as we begin to look at the charts, Of course, we have a lot of resistance at 68. We have a resistance at 70 cents. A big resistance will come at $1.33. That's when we will see a major resistance level. And then at $1.96. Once we're out of the $1.96 level and we break and consolidate above $1.96, we will be in uncharted territory, which historically in the past didn't have resistance all the way to $3.30. So I think the day that we do go above 196 and consolidate above 196, we will see a sharp move to $3.30. So exciting, very exciting how that's going to work. Now, I think where we are right now, we will consolidate at some stage, maybe 68, maybe 73 cents, but at some stage it will come down a little bit. And so be on the lookout for that if you've missed your opportunity. But from whichever way we look at it, it is looking exciting. It is, we are, heading towards a very nice part of the year. We've had this consolidation and then we move forward. I saw this. And, and it says, target number 120, target number 250, target number 100, 200, and 500. I mean, look, let's walk before we run. Let's have that approach. Let's all hold each other accountable to having that approach. And so let's see how we go. Let's see what we do. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we approach it. And let's take into consideration that it is an exciting time. It is a very good time. We know what's coming. Those that have been around since 2017, I know, we've done plenty of research. If you're new to XRP, my biggest advice to you is, don't chase green candles today. Wait for a consolidation period. Do your own research, right? So don't just pick up the phone, somebody calls you up and says, hey, get XRP, and just jump in and get XRP. You may have already done it. That's why you're now watching this. But I highly encourage you to have a long-term approach to understand what you've bought. And if you haven't bought yet, please understand before you do. If history were to repeat itself, we have shown this before, we will get to $180 in the future. Time frame on that, nobody knows, right? Let's walk before we run. Where we're going now, I think we will hit 70, have a retrace, go to 95, hit a retrace, and then $1.10. At $1.10, there will be some nice support, a lot of resistance. Once we break out of that $1.98, and then after 98, we will begin the journey towards breaking the all-time high, which is, by the way, the beginning of the XRP bull run. The XRP bull run does not start until we hit 330 and above. So keep that in mind, guys. As always, very exciting times. If you like the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much. And I look forward to see you on the next one.